Greetings. My name is Taylor Shelton King, and I am the auteur of Gl'urk and Bo Meet an Angel of Death. The idea for the story came to me in a vision of apoplexy, and my very neurons rang with excitement at the thought of a predative assault by a mysterious, energetic creature upon a spacecraft and its occupants. Later, during a meeting of the minds with the prodigious Benjamin Napier, the idea came about to turn the story into a comic book, and the enterprise exploded from then on. The universe in which these characters reside quite resembles our own, and has grown and connected to include other plots and ideas beyond the limited series of the Gl'urk and Bo saga. Horror, science fiction, comedy. These are the 5 pillars of storytelling, and Gl'urk and Bo has them all in excess. I do hope you continue to support us in our efforts and join us in the exploration of the void of imagination. From the entire BG Comics collective, we thank you for your support and your continued interest in this story.
Hello and welcome to the Infinity Soundcheck. I'm Ben Napier. This is Taylor King.
Yo.
We are the BG Comics creators, and we're here to talk to you about Gl'urk and Bo.
That's right. We are finally on here. We're live on the YouTubes and the internets and all of those different ones. We're working through the Grammys.
That's right.
Yeah. So, we've got a lot to talk about today, but we're going to try and keep it pretty moving along and pretty nice. And we've got all those little skits that we're going to do. What is BG Comics is our first question. Ben, can you answer that?
We are a self-publisher from Fort Worth, Texas. We make comic books. We make cool stuff. We're working towards some animation projects as well.
Yep.
We are basically some creators, publishing our own content, actively looking for other people to help us, publish it, get it out there. Right now, we're in the middle of our first Kickstarter campaign. If you're watching this in the future, this is what's happening now. If you're watching this in the now, it's still we're still in our Kickstarter campaign. We've got 2 days left after today for you to pre-order the book.
In the present.
In the present, yeah.
In the future, well, you're probably watching it at least 10 seconds in the future. But
True story.
In the present, there's 2 more days of our Kickstarter campaign. And we've done pretty good. We're very happy with how that's gone.
That's true. We've gone 240% of our funding goal, which means we're funded. We can print copies of the book. That's right. Goal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
We can print copies of the book, help us get them into stores locally. We've got enough money to fulfill all the campaign rewards, make everybody happy, and get them to come back for book number 2, which we're already working on. We got sneak peeks at book number 2 coming later in the stream.
Cool. Well, let's talk about Gl'urk and Bo for just a second.
That's right. Tell us who Gl'urk and Bo are.
Gl'urk and Bo. They're the heroes of our story.
Yep.
Gl'urk and Bo.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't want to do a superhero story necessarily.
Right. Been there, done that.
But I like doing characters. So we did Gl'urk and Bo, 2 space truckers. They're hapless heroes bringing trouble to the solar system. Throughout the books, we're going to see, basically things happen to them,
right.
Which you're not always supposed to write characters that way, but I did.
Yeah, basically, Gl'urk and Bo are our lens with which we watch the the end of planet Earth in the 31st century.
as they know it. And he said 31st century. That's a really good point because they're in Universe A, 31st century, and we are here. Zulu dimension is Universe B in 2020, and so Gl'urk and Bo are in the future, but not our future, because hopefully our future will be better
Yeah.
than us colonizing another and just, extorting another race, another species even. Wow, God. Sci-fi is dark.
Deep dives. Give me
Anyway.
give me a splash sound on the drops over
Oh,
there.
I don't.
Yeah, that
okay.
works. That qualifies.
I haven't memorized all my drops.
That was
yet.
a splash into fun.
Yeah.
Like just jumping into a pool of pure fun.
There we go.
A lot
well-
like reading a BG comic. Ba-doom.
Good. Oh man, I
Lock
should
it
have
up.
had that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you some questions, Ben, about Kickstarter.
Okay.
Why did we do a Kickstarter campaign?
We did a Kickstarter campaign because comics are big on Kickstarter. We decided to make comics without ever being privy to Kickstarter at all. And then once we were almost done with the first comic, we were told that we should do a Kickstarter. And so we decided to, because
Well, and we talked to Gamal and Eric,
that's true.
and they said that might be a good way
They did.
to do things.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool.
Gamal and Eric at Global Comics.
Yes.
Plugs.
Good. Plugs. Plugs.
Yeah, they told us it would be gross. They told us it would be a good idea to kickstart the comic, and in truth, it definitely was an excellent way to get eyes on the book and get people interested in the book.
Sure.
Beyond who we kick it with, which is nobody, because there's a pandemic and kicking it does not happen.
That's true. So, I mean, you've definitely been taking the reins on Kickstarter. How does that work?
A lot of people think that it's like a charity situation or a like a gimme money so I can spend it and make make fantasy things happen. But it's been reined in. It's very 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 well managed.
It's a way to sell something, or like it's like rather than having to find a market, you kind of can create your own little market.
Right. I mean, it's not just like, fantasy money, grabs. It's like it's an exchange of value for value. You know what I mean? The way that they recommend people approach it, at least, is to, do it more like a pledge drive situation. Like everybody's familiar with the public radio model of the pledge drive, but it's basically, you give money, you get things, and so
Sure.
we basically, we're using the Kickstarter not to fund the production of the comic, but to fund the printing of the comic, to kind of help us get over like the last hurdle in the publishing process. And so for us, it's it's a great thing because everybody wins, and it's the product is already done, and so nobody's wondering if the comic will be made. There's a big there's a big stigma on comic creators who've welched on crowdfunding campaigns
And then they just don't really follow through or something.
Right.
Okay, I get it.
Comics are hard. Comics are expensive, and crowdfunding campaigns are very complicated. And fulfilling campaigns cost money, and a lot of people on the way in weren't very hip to that. But we've fortunately been very educated about the ins and outs of everything, and so we're looking at plenty of money to fulfill the campaign and put money into the finishing of the second book.
Awesome.
Like we said, which has already started. So
Well, let's talk
so
about.
far so great.
Yeah, so far so great.
Great.
Let's talk about the rewards. What we're gonna
Okay.
do with that money. I'm gonna play a little bit of commercial music here. Yeah, go ahead. Take it away.
Well, we're not gonna go.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go too deep on the rewards because we're gonna cover that later.
Ooh, baby.
Not too much later.
Well, just give me a little
Just a
run.
little
through real
later.
quick. Just a little run through, kind of like how that system works. Like, there's different rewards different reward tiers, like how that works on Kickstarter.
Oh yeah, I mean, for $5 you can get the digital comic, kind of the no muss, no fuss, no shipping, no postage involved. Direct to you. You get the product immediately. Then there's you can get for $10 you can get the print comic. For $25 you can get some stickers and posters and the print comic. For $40 you can get a T-shirt and all the above. And we try to keep it pretty simple. We've got some unique rewards that are pretty cool. You can get some paintings that Taylor did. Taylor's actually a very talented visual artist.
Well,
and you can also get some character commissions done by our illustrator Tom Hoskison.
Yes, sir. Down under, Tom.
Who does the line art for Gl'urk and Bo.
Yeah.
And yeah, we tried to keep it pretty trim, pretty thin. We don't have any huge cover artist,
Yeah, we didn't want to do
extravaganza.
like a million different covers and all that kind of stuff.
We're not equipped to do that.
Not this time, at least.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep it moving along. We were gonna have a band in the room here with us.
True story.
Our good friends in Upsetting, but it's 2020. They wanted to be safe and make sure that we were safe. So we're piping in some videos from them. So we're gonna do. What's up?
Well, you're kind
pointing at
of
me.
you're understating it. One of them caught the COVIDs.
Well, I didn't want to be too.
Yeah.
I didn't want to dox them or anything.
No, we're not. I mean, there's no doxing involved. No shame in it.
Okay.
It's an equal opportunity infection.
Well, all right. Okay. Well, let's watch that. Let's watch the music video.
Yeah, let's do it. Which song is this?
We're gonna watch In November on Normal Street.
Oh, sweet. The one that Aaron directed.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Aaron.
Our friend Aaron as well.
Yeah, Aaron, who directed all of our video content.
Well, they're even more than friends.
They are more
Charlie
than
and
friends.
Aaron there, so they are even closer than we are. Carry on.
Napier's log. I don't know when it is. I sent the link for our weekly Skype call hours ago. The meeting has been scheduled for weeks, and yet 3 minutes after the meeting was intended to begin, I am still waiting. And in the absence of my collaborators, my mind has slipped away to another place. Hello? Anybody? Hello? What? Hello?
Hey man, are you ready for the meeting?
What day is it? Shit.
Yeah, we're all on the call
What is going on?
right now. Is your connection okay?
Oh crap. I guess not. Hang on just a second.
Ben, you're kind of coming in weird. Are you sure you're okay over there?
How's that?
No man. Can you see us? I can't really tell. We were gonna talk about rewards. Can you go over that again?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. So for $5, you get the the digital copy of the comic in a PDF format, and then for $10, you get the print copy of the comic book. You get the digital copy too, emailed to you, at the end of the campaign, so you don't have to wait to read it if you don't want to. And then for
the 25.
yeah. For $25, you get a set of 11 by 17 posters, and you get some stickers, and you get
The digital and print versions.
yeah, you get the comics. You get the comics as well.
Are you okay?
Ben, are you okay over there? What's going on?
Dude, I don't feel so good.
What have you been doing? What happened to you? Was your connection okay?
Man, this is terrible. I don't even know what's happening right now.
All right. Well, what's the last reward there?
So the $40 reward is oh yeah. The Gl'urk is my homeboy T-shirt. You get this and all the other regular rewards. You get the tabloid prints and the stickers and the comic books, the print and the digital. When you get the $40 reward tier.
Great, Ben. Thanks.
Oh yeah, man, no sweat.
All right. Well, I guess we'll meet back again next week. I hope you take care of yourself.
Okay.
All right. See ya.
Later. All right. Here we are with our first Infinity Soundcheck interview. This is our illustrator from Gl'urk and Bo. This is Tom Hoskison.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
Hello! Thanks for having me on this thing, guys.
Absolutely.
So how you doing down there? Oh, we forgot his video. Okay, we got to fix this. It's upside down from Australia. Video feed.
I make that adjustment. Much better.
Great. Now look at that face. So how you doing, Tom?
I don't know, really. That's a good question. What would be like a normal person answer?
Cool. Well, yeah, so a lot of people, a lot of our viewers probably know myself, and they might know Taylor, but they're not going to know Tom, in Australia. So tell us a little bit about your story. I mean, how long have you been drawing comics?
Oh, I've been drawing comics forever, man. Ever since I was little. But I've been doing it sort of as a job for about 4 years.
Right on. Okay, so what was that transition like for you? I guess going from, just starting out to getting paying work.
Oh, I did a bunch of collaborating with people for free, and then when I had a decent enough portfolio, I started charging. Yeah, give me that money!
That's great. So, what were some of the comics that inspired you or made you want to be a comic creator?
I love Greg Capullo, like the rest of the world does. Big fan of Chris Samney. He's got a book out called Firepower, that's pretty good. Nick Darrington, his Doom Patrol run is pretty great. Yep, that's it.
Well, cool, yeah. So here in indie comic land, we can only afford to give you, a book every couple months or so.
Yeah.
So in between that, what are some other projects you're working on?
I worked on a book with a guy named AJ Rojek. He was the writer. It's called Torch, Reclaim the Skies. That's an awesome book about a gal and her brother going on some crazy sci-fi adventures. Woo! I've also got I've got a newsletter that's going to come out that's going to have loads of free comics in it. That'll be beginning of next month, and that's got some stuff that I wrote in there, so that'll be fun. You can join the mailing list as soon as I figure out what a mailing list is and how to let people join it.
So you got about 4 years on us experience-wise in comic world, and this is our first project. So is there anything, based on that experience that kind of stands out to you about Gl'urk and Bo?
It's just, they're super fun characters. The scripts are super fun as well. Drawing crazy dark ones and stuff is the best. And drawing four-armed aliens. And drawing penises. I love it. Can't draw enough penises, it seems.
Hey Kevin, is that a water? Can I steal some of that? Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit of water. Oh yeah.
Tonight's show brought to you by water.
It rush, he goes, okay, this song's called Donnie. see my brother. We were getting stoned. And to my surprise, I could eat that day. Had a full plate. So it took me a while to get back up on the road. Up the interstate. Sweet.
And we are back. That was Upsetting with Donnie. I believe that was about one of their pets. It's kind of a sad story. But that was a amazing song. I love that jam. They got some hard riffs. Right now I'm going to kick it over to Ben. How you doing with the Kickstarter update?
I'm doing great because the Kickstarter is doing better than great.
How's it going? How's it going?
Since we loaded in and started setting up the studio for the broadcast, we jumped up 6 backers. We got 61 backers.
What?
So 61 copies of the comic going out.
6 more people since we just started
All
messing
this.
around in here?
Mhm.
Man, that's awesome.
Yep. So we're up to $1,546 of our $600 goal, and I should be able to get some kind of metric on like what that number is over here. But I'm internet illiterate.
And like we were
Poorly
saying,
prepared.
that is money that's going straight back to all those 61 people
Pretty much.
in the form of comics, shirts,
Stickers,
more comics, stickers,
posters,
the special rewards to those that got those.
paintings,
We got a painting going out. Yeah.
commissions.
Man, that's so freaking cool.
Yeah. So if you like the art in Gl'urk and Bo and you'd like to see yourself drawn by the same artist, not necessarily yourself, because he doesn't want to do likenesses.
Oh, just
But
anybody.
if you want to, no, I mean more like characters. He wants to do characters. They're supposed to be character commissions.
Well, they could
Like
be
if you want your very own unique,
caricatures.
your very own unique Wolverine, your very own unique Batman,
Ah.
or if you have your own, original character. Or
Could
whatever.
he do one? Could he do one like Wolverine in your room?
He's not doing backgrounds. He's just.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm not trying to devalue this. He's amazing.
We'll be a lot more on top of this next time.
All right.
We didn't know the ins and outs of.
But he's doing some original
commissions.
art.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You can hire him to draw the character of your choice. Is basically the shtick.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Either way, it's
Right.
And you get all the other stuff too.
Absolutely. Yeah. This is our highest reward basically. Or it's one of the special rewards. Well, there's 4 left, I think. He's
Cool.
doing two of his 6 commissions are sold already. So
Fantastic.
Yeah. But he's the rising star, man. That interview he was done before he found out that one of his books got picked up by a publisher. I think it's even a book that's not that he didn't mention in that interview. Just got picked up. So he
well, congrats to you, bud.
Absolutely crushing it. Oh, you know that book the name that I can't remember. Congratulations. Fail.
It's the name of the It's what's the name? All right, carry it.
I'm looking for it frantically.
Okay, well, let's do something that we have prepared, because we just speaking of other comic books, we picked out some comics to talk about.
We did.
Just like either other creators that we've connected with or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you got there?
We got my one pick, and then you got a lot of picks, which is great. My pick is a book called Tales from the Dead Astronaut by Jonathan Thompson, and it's a rad anthology book. It's like a single issue floppy, but it's 3 really awesome, really different stories in a sci-fi setting that are pretty cool. One of them's about musicians that I really, really dug. That creator, Jonathan Thompson, it was amazing. Just like ordering the book from him as a creator, he sort of like set the bar for me. Like I want to at least be as awesome as that. And it's a tall bar. Basically, like the book cost me almost nothing, and it got to my house in almost no time flat. And I was reading it, within a day or two of hearing about it, and that was fantastic. And it was a great read. Super great value, and I'm really looking forward to his book, whose Kickstarter just finished. It's called Burn Residue. You can find that on Kickstarter. He'll probably have it available on his website, Space Station Z, pretty soon. But really looking forward to that. That's like a crime story. It's a 3-issue miniseries. So congrats to him for another, a successful campaign for the larger work. Yeah, moving up. So yeah, and
awesome.
you got several comic picks.
Well, I don't know. Several is like 5 to 7. So I have 3 that I wanted to talk about. 2 are like other sort of smaller indie creators like us, and really they're sort of like we aspire to be at this level because they're just like a little like they've been doing a little longer. So the first one I wanted to talk about was The Great Command Mint. And that's done by that's put together by Jack Holder, but it's an anthology like Tales from Dead Astronaut.
Nice.
And this one is more of like a philosophical anthology where a lot of the stories, and one of the stories was written by Matt Kund.
Yeah, because it's a lot of different writers, right?
It's a lot of different writers.
It's a larger anthology.
And they take stuff about different faiths, or if you don't have a faith like me. And so they get really, really deep and philosophical, and it's not like your superheroes and stuff like that. It's makes you think. My other one is Cthulhu Invades Oz.
Travis Gibb.
Other side, yeah, Travis Gibb, with other various writers and artists, because he like writes some of the stories, and then there's other artists where he kind of wanted to delegate, just sort of nice. Like he wanted to create this world of Cthulhu and Oz, like H.P. Lovecraft and F.L. Baum. Take those 2 worlds and just smash them together, and then let other writers like live in that, like write stuff in that world. Because they're really large. I mean, I always loved Lovecraft, and when I was a little kid, I read the Oz books.
Nice. And
they're really deep world builds.
Absolutely.
Because both of those guys were geniuses. One very sad genius, but and maybe not so much a genius. Who knows? But that's a good. I can't wait to order the Cthulhu Invades Oz. And I know I've been really bad about reading all the stuff you want me to read, all the comics, because there's Netflix and stuff. It's real. I gotta cancel all that stuff. But I did pick up.
Oh, what you got?
You gave me a copy of
Nameless.
Grant Morrison's Nameless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, hey man, this is up your alley. You should read this.
And I said, yeah, because I already know who Grant Morrison is. Like a few years back, before I decided I was just a materialist,
Yeah.
I was trying to learn about magic and with a K and stuff like that. And Grant Morrison's name always came up on like different podcasts and stuff. And they always talk about the Invisibles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, he always writes these crazy stories that sort of tie in his interest in esotericism.
Right.
And so Nameless is a cool thing because there's it's like a Constantine kind of guy who's just known as Nameless.
Okay.
And he's sort of like a mercenary to go out and deal with occult issues. And there's one special one where there's this asteroid Xibalba spinning. It's coming closer to Earth, and it is bringing like an evil. All of these are just like references to ancient cultures and ancient magical beliefs and stuff like that. So that's Grant Morrison. I've been reading that and trying to, I don't know, be a better writer. But
he's a good one to study for
it's
sure.
a good one. So that was one of my picks that I picked. But I promise I'll try and be better at reading all the other stuff. I've got a copy. I've got a PDF of The Great Commandment coming in.
Nice.
And I'm looking at, once I get some money, I'm gonna order like some other ones and read all those. And I can't wait to read like Talos of Sparta.
That's right. Yeah.
And stuff like that. So
That one just finished too. Sean Paulette.
maybe I'll just cancel all
Shout-outs.
my streaming stuff. I don't need to watch more. I mean, I have Star Trek on DVD. I'll just plug in the DVD player,
Yeah.
get it out of the box, plug in the DVD player, and watch Star Trek.
Yeah, exactly.
But in between, read stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we gotta. What do we have next? Oh, we have an interview with Jimmy, our amazing colorist.
That's true.
Jimmy is amazing.
Indeed.
Let's just let the thing speak for itself.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, let's go to Jimmy.
All right.
All right, here we are with our colorist for Gl'urk and Bo, Jimmy G.
Hey guys, it's great to be here.
Right on. Thanks again for being on the show.
I'm not sure where this is, but it's great to be here.
So, tell us a little bit about how you got into coloring comics.
Well, I actually started colouring comics in 2018 I think it was. I happened to find an online course by Kurt Michael Russell, and initially it started as just something to do with a little bit of time, and quickly started realising if I practiced I might be able to get quite good at it, and that's the rest is history. Just started finding some paying work, and the work got more, the projects got bigger, and now I colour comics. It's great.
Oh, cool. So prior to coloring comics, I mean, you know, did you really have a background as an artist, doing anything else?
I wouldn't say I have a huge background as an artist. I did a lot of art in school and high school. Never went to university or college. I've always done creative things. I've used Photoshop a lot in the past, and after finding an online colouring course, I just sort of used the skills I already had, translated them to colouring the comics, and here we are.
Cool. So, are you much of a comic reader then outside of work? I mean, what are some of your favorite comics?
But having worked in comics now, I have more of an appreciation for independent comics, so I do tend to like the lesser known stuff from maybe not the big two. I don't really collect the big two as I used to. So at the moment, I'm currently reading Batman because Batman's an unstoppable force, and I love it. The same with Daredevil. Really big Daredevil fan. I'm reading Money Shot. I'm also reading what else am I reading? Reading Undiscovered Country, and that's all that I'm getting on a monthly basis. But I have started to lean more into the trade paperback area of things because I just find it's more convenient for me and there's less clutter, not having as many floppies lying around.
So, Jimmy, can you tell us about any other projects you're excited about working on?
But other projects, an ongoing series I work on is called Rose Society, written by Eddie Klinker with art by Damon Hampton. It's just a really good book, really well thought out writing from Eddie. Quite emotive, and the artwork really reflects that. I'm also working on an absolutely hilarious book called Idle Insanity, part of the Leon line of books. It's written by Eric Gay and his friend Greg, and it's just absolutely fantastic. It's so funny. You've just got to think anime bad guys meets Jurassic Park, and yeah, it's just really funny. If you follow me on social media, you'll be able to find a link to it somewhere on there. But yeah, anything upcoming. I really like doing individual little projects, but those books are going to be super cool.
So, so how do you like working on Gl'urk and Bo?
So obviously, Gl'urk and Bo is going to be a great book. It is already a great book, and issue 2 is going to be even better. Really like working with the guys. Tom is a fantastic artist. I really love putting colour on his artwork. Really feel like we work well together. And Ben and Taylor, both awesome. Really good editor, really good writer. And I feel like we work well as a team. So it's really a creative, collaborative process rather than just you do this job and I'll do mine. So that's been really satisfying.
Right on. Well, how can folks find you online, Jimmy? I know you're for hire all the time.
Yeah. Always open for work. So just check out my website, Jimmy G Colour. That's colour with a U.com. JIMMYGCOLOUR.com.
Awesome.
Thank you. Bye.
Very cool. All right. Well, we're gonna kick it back to the live updates. All right. Thanks for hanging with us.
Hi, welcome to Painting with Rob Boss. We've got a nice little abstract painting here we're going to have some fun with. My friend Taylor started it for us and we're going to finish it up, so let's have some fun. Yeah. Let's roll through our colors for today. We've got platinum, yellow oxide, vermilion, pyrrole crimson, and chromium oxide green. Now you don't have to use those colors, but if you want to paint along with me, then you know what to do. Yeah. First things first, we need to wash our brush. So we're going to clean it up a little bit here, and then just like we're gonna beat the devil out of it. Yeah, all right. So we're gonna start in on our yellow oxide here, or yellow ochre, I should say. I get all these mixed up. There's so many chemicals and whatnot going in all of these, but we've got our nice abstract background. I just want to put some more yellow on here. Been feeling really yellow, kind of sick, sick with all these people out here just making me no, let's paint here. Whoa, I get carried away sometimes when I'm painting. Now this painting here is going to be available for the Kickstarter for the Gl'urk and Bo comic we're doing. You can buy this yourself, and there's going to be 4 other ones just like it, and I won't do those ones. This one won't be by me. The other ones you can get by my friend Taylor. Those will be available on our Kickstarter. So we've got some more yellow in here. You know what? I don't really have any rules. I don't have any plans. I'm just painting. Now, if you're watching this and you're a comic book fan, or if you've ever thought about making your own comic books, or you just want to see yourself as a comic book character, Tom Hoskisson, the illustrator and inker of Gl'urk and Bo, is offering up 5 original commissions that you can get for yourself as a Kickstarter backer of the Gl'urk and Bo Kickstarter. So that was some more yellow to give it a bit more body there. Let's get on the green. It's more of that sickly. We'll get back to painting. First off, I used to get terrible motion sickness. Well, I guess I still do. Let's talk about anger. It's very thick. It almost looks bloody. So let's get some blood in there. Okay, this feels really good. We need more blood on here. Do we have some more blood? Really, just really. Oh. What do you want? No! I love that.
Your cousin Rob Boss.
Yeah, he's weird.
Yeah, you can get that painting. That's one of the unique rewards on the campaign.
Shout out to Ricky Kinney
The Squanto.
for putting
That's
that one
right.
together.
Yeah, he killed it. We basically we were trying to get everything done for the first day. He's just chiming in. Reezy, he just sent me a Facebook message. We were trying to get everything done in time for the first live stream broadcast, and I basically was like, "Help! This is too much." And so shout out to Ricky for coming in to save the day and just help us out and turn that thing into a way more marvelous masterpiece.
And he's
than I would
definitely
have.
got some comedy chops
Absolutely
in
yeah.
there.
The Ricky Kinney Cyberdrone Ultra Productions. Look him up. He's done some
Meme
really
Lord.
badass music video directing work for a lot of different people.
So next thing we're gonna have a little clip of an interview we did with Charlie.
Charlie from Upsetting.
That's right.
That's right.
Because we couldn't have them here, we were gonna do it with them. But
Right. They were
so
going
we
to be
just-
here with us.
We hopped on the Zooms, and then we talked to them. So let's watch that. And
Let's
it's only
do it.
going to be a clip of it. We're going to link the rest of it later on. It's a 17-minute interview. It's super fun, and we get a little in depth into like a couple songs, into their name, and we write a comic with them.
That's true. Yeah.
So we're going to do a comic with Upsetting, and let's watch that clip right now. And here we are, KWF Kiki. We are number 1 in the morning. Hey, I'm Dr. Pepper, and I have Count Chocula here.
That's right, Scott.
Yeah, that's right. And we have here Charlie from Upsetting.
What's up? Also known as Squeegee Squilliam. It's good to be on the show.
Good, Squeegee. How you doing, Squeegee?
Another day in the life. Been having some good chill times at home while we get the house tested because we had a roommate test positive for dang old COVID.
Yeah, we were gonna have you guys here with us, but we decided that's probably not a good idea.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad we could still make it happen though. As you can see, I've got the guys with me.
Yeah.
Drew's also in the house. Hold on, pull him up 1 second.
Defying gravity over there.
Here he comes.
Oh,
Here he
look at
comes. Here he comes.
Sort of.
Here he comes.
And there he goes. He's a busy
Oh,
guy.
It was a mustache.
Got a lot going on.
I think that is what it is. It's more of an embracing. Like, we may fear it really kind of, but some of the mystique of death is sort of
What I was gonna say is
it's
that-
lessened in our postmodern era, so we can sort of play with it a little more.
Right.
With
Definitely.
the idea.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just that, like the processing, the digestion of death has become kind of spectrified, where there are so many different ways to interpret and deal with death.
Definitely, yeah. And I going back to, you know, Erin being able to work on both of these projects and just the different way that she's able to offer her perspective. It's been really fun working with her on these upsetting videos because she has other bands like Rose Garden Funeral Party that she works with really closely, and they kind of give her more upfront, like gory, spooky, you know, that side of death culture. So it's fun for her to then come with us and offer her perspective, but look more into kind of that just like somber, almost like, you know, in like I said, the introspective, intellectual side of things.
Yeah, but now we want to know who's at your door.
Oh, dude, I don't know. I'm gonna text the house chat right now. It's probably food delivery, but
perfect. Well, this brings me to my last question, the most important one, really. And this is one about the band, about all of you guys. Let's brainstorm a comic for the band.
Hell yeah, I love this idea.
We can make that.
4 dudes in a van driving around the country.
Absolutely, yeah. So some things right off the bat, since I don't have them with me, that I know the dudes would want to incorporate in here. I know Drew and Caleb have both gotten super into mafia culture recently, but between Drew watching a lot of The Sopranos, he's like a religious viewer of that show. And Caleb's been playing all of those Yakuza games that they've made for the PlayStation. I don't know how many gamers we have watching, but I've been watching him play those, and they're fucking incredible because they're like the worlds are like as expansive as like the Grand Theft Auto games, and there's just as many like side quests and like little mini games and shit. So yeah, it's been fun watching Caleb play those, and they're very entertaining.
So
yeah,
we're gonna go gang, like you guys are.
Yeah, you know, probably, but we would want to keep it you know, revolutionary in a progressive way too. So I was figuring like maybe we're like mafia members, but we're also somehow tied into like the revolutionary legalization of weed or something, because like we're huge stoners. Yeah, you know, got to make it fun for the communists.
Not tell people about the weed legalization mafia. That's the first
rule?
rule of the weed legalization mafia.
Well, this
right, yeah.
Your cover is the band, and you get, it's kind of like Sinatra with the CIA.
Certainly.
Like you guys are getting secret messages from the Yakuza, the weed Yakuza, and y'all are message mules for the Yakuza.
Hell yeah. Yes, absolutely. And that's what we write our songs about. That's how we encrypt the code.
Songs are in code. That's good.
Yeah. And then yeah, I was gonna say on top of that, Kevin's definitely got to be the comic relief in the whole like character development, because he's just like anyone that's met Kevin, our bass player, that one. He's literally the nicest, most easygoing guy. Like I have made efforts to piss him off, and I still think I've only seen him mad like one whole time.
So he is the unflappably chill member, where even when everything is just, you know, going to hell, he's always level.
Yeah, he's the this is fine dog with the coffee mug while, you know, hell's just burning around him.
Okay. I like this. What do you think a title would be? Just working title, no pressure. Working title.
Well, I know that on top of other things, Caleb would also be insistent that like even if we travel around, our home base would probably be set in Jersey. Don't ask me why, but as a band, we've just fallen in love with any time we can tour through New Jersey. So, cool. You know, it'd probably be something centered around like the son of Jerseys or something, you know.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, super.
Okay. I'm into it.
Yeah.
I think I just realized that I've never done a show in New Jersey. Done New York, I've never done New Jersey.
It's hard. Their scene sucks, but we're an emo band, so like we play house shows and like 50-60 kids come out and it's a fucking riot. But yeah, there's no real venues or any kind of like structured culture out there.
Awesome.
I'm sure somewhere there is.
Yeah. I just wouldn't know about it because I don't play the kind of music that gets invited.
Putting a feeler out there. New Jersey.
We want to come rock
I
you
know
in
you're
New Jersey.
all watching. Well, Charlie.
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 We will be showing videos and stuff, and I think we probably will have already showed this by the time this little Zoom airs, but it was a pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys so much for having all of us on the show, and we're stoked for the comic to come out.
Right on, man. Thanks
Fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Upsetting. Charlie from Upsetting.
This next song is called Picking Up the Empties. We are going to play one more after it, and that's the show. Y'all tuned up? Ready to go?
Them's the breaks. Yeah, I'm tuned. These.
Hell yeah. Alrighty. Here we go.
Drowning, have no use for water. They just sigh and turn their heads at the offer of most anything, save for rescue and apology. After all, you're what drove them here. See the gasping through your hollow stare. Just one more day, I'm gonna get you there. Just one more time, I'm asking you. You're broken glass under bare feet. You're a burning house on an empty street. You're a scared child in a Baptist church. You're a good intention for what it's worth. Just one more day, I'm gonna get you there. Just one more time, I'm asking you here. I know what I need is
Hell yeah. Once again, thanks y'all for hanging out with us.
Absolutely.
We're going to get tuned up real quick and then play our last song. This is an unreleased track called Stretch the Canvas Till It Breaks.
And we're back on the Infinity Soundcheck. That was Picking Up the Empties by
Yeah.
Upsetting.
Cool. Great song.
We got one more tune from them. Big thanks to Charlie for making that everything happen when they found out that they couldn't make it in person. He went out of his way to help us, make sure that the production went on, and he helped us keep plugging the stream. We really appreciate that. Appreciate the
Absolutely.
hell out
Thank
of
you, Charlie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's going on with book 1?
Okay, so book 1, the Kickstarter is over, or is not over. It'll probably be over by the time a lot of people watch this, but today, the 29th, it is not over. The campaign ends noon on the 1st, so you have until then to pre-order a copy of the book and get it that way. Once the campaign's over, we'll have it up on Indiegogo on demand, and we'll be selling it through our site, bgcomics.com, and you'll also be able to find it on the Global Comics platform, as well as probably every other place that we can figure out that'll let us get rid of it. We're also going to do...
Your mom's house.
Yeah. We're also...
not yours, but the proverbial mom.
Also, once we have a couple issues in the can, we're going to do a push to local stores, and we're going to try and get them out in the DFW area, especially comic stores, record shops, places that people sell comic books.
That's a good idea.
Imagine that. The real world, the physical space, is that a thing? Do people go outside?
What is the Matrix?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, great. So that's for book 1.
That's right. Campaign 1 is ending, but book 2 is in production already.
Is happening right now.
Yeah, campaign 2 should start in February. We should be back on Kickstarter taking orders for book 2.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've been trying to get a little bit ahead of the curve. That way we can have things coming out a little bit faster than like once a year.
Right.
And so I wrote number 2 in like September and October. And Tom has been doing all the line art for that since October up to now, continuing.
Yeah. I think we're 18 pages deep, 17
we are
pages
about,
deep.
Yeah. I think we have layouts up to 19 and like working through that. So
nice.
We've got a little preview page there that we loaded in for the boys there. Yeah, so that looks super awesome. I don't remember what page it is.
More colors by Jimmy G.
Yeah, Jimmy's going to color that again. So, and this book is getting way more brutal, like a little bigger world. I think in the page we're showing you, like you can see like we're in a space station. So there's like a little bit more area happening. There's other characters. There's like a little bit of foreboding with the hand and the scariness. So it's going to be a cool book. Haunting at Titan Station.
A defrightful experience. Very defrightful.
It's going to be really cool. I'm excited about it.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to be excited about.
Kind of zombiness and more, being in space. I mean, it's not a. I've
cat bag.
I don't know what that means. So, yeah. So that's the sneak peek. We're good with that. We don't want to give too much away, I guess. I mean, my head is in it. I'm actually thinking like number 3 and 4 right now. Another series
on the way to 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're doing this. Gl'urk and Bo is going to be 6 issues.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing a second separate related series, and then I was talking to you the other day, talking about a third one where we get more into Gl'urk and his people.
Yeah,
those people. So
the Europans.
I love those guys. So
the world is exploding. The big bangs are happening over and over again in your head. Is great.
They are. Let me tell you, and that's a good reason. I mean, I'm serious. I'm pretty serious about getting rid of my streaming stuff because these are my shower thoughts, like these stories.
Yeah.
And I think I'd probably sleep better
Nice.
if I don't have just reruns of Criminal Minds going when I wake up. Rather just wake up to ideas about Gl'urk and stuff. We'll see if I follow through. That's the trouble. Talking about follow through, we've got one more song from our guest Upsetting. We want to thank them so very much. We love Upsetting. They're one of my favorite DFW bands for sure. So we are going to watch our last song, I Have a Needle. Here we go.
So fucking beautiful. What's the point if I keep moving? Everything I've been to burn. And what's the point if you keep moving? Everything that we've been doing, I'm butterflies next to you. You look so sweet. Won't you tell me the truth? 'Cause you've got eyes that say you're mine. I'd love a chance to go and get lost. But what's the point if I keep pushing?
And we're back with the Infinity Soundcheck.
We rehearsed that.
All right, so campaign 1 is drawing to a close, but we still got 2 days left. If you haven't got a copy, please get a copy. If you're into indie comics, if you're into supporting loser board musician dudes from Texas, who make cool things help us make cool things. We got more cool things coming, whether you help us or not. So you should just help us, right?
Just
buy
help
a comic.
us. Join
buy
in.
a comic.
Be a pal. Be a friend. Be a buddy. Be a good pal.
That's right. Buy a donut filled with stars.
Was that our call to action?
Was our call to action. Buy a donut filled with stars. Okay. Turn the bed action down a little bit.
Oh.
If you so if you want to make comics, we want to help you make comics
Yes,
in one capacity or another. Hit us up. We're interested. I'm not necessarily trying to be like the comic publisher guy, but I've already talked to a few people about projects that I'm legitimately interested in and I'm stoked about working on, and I'm not necessarily trying to pass anything up. But the BG Comics thing is mostly just like a home for these ideas that we have already that don't have any kind of publishing yet. So
Definitely.
we are looking at hopefully finding a home for Gl'urk and Bo so that we can get into a lot more laps. We want to be in your lap. We want to be on your desk.
Listen,
we
this is
want
all
to be
about
in your hands. We want to make real comics that you can touch.
Well, let's not get gross, but this is all about dressing for the job we want, right? We want to make stuff. So, and unfortunately it takes money. But this is how we do it. This is how 2020, DIY,
elbows,
Indiegogo,
collabs.
Yeah. So, that's our call to action to you.
Now it's time for shout outs and plugs.
Okay.
Global Comics, Eric Tapper,
Yeah.
Kamal Hennessy,
#1, globalcomics.com.
Christopher Carter. It's a fantastic platform for reading comic books digitally, reading them on your phone, reading them on your computer, reading them on screens. Very intuitive platform, very friendly to comic book creators, very easy
And they're
on
very
comic
helpful.
book consumers.
Like they did a call with us how to market. So they're super awesome.
Yeah, they've done a lot of creator outreach stuff, trying to really help creators get a footing and get the most out of their platform for sure.
Awesome. We have also got a Constructing Comics podcast on here. Dumb Comic Creators and Comics 2 Movies.
Yeah,
all great
streaming or podcast situations.
Yeah,
that
those are
have
buds we
hosted
did
us.
we did a deal on. Yeah, hosted us for.
Yep.
We've got Ryan Random Roberts, the creator of bonebagcomics.com. We're kind of doing a little side stuff with him, but shout out to him.
Yeah, check out bonebagcomics.com.
That's right. Major big shout out, #1 big to our boys live from anywhere that helped us put this together. So thank you guys so much. You guys rule. I want to thank all of our beautiful guests. We've had Dead Vinyl, Squanto, and Upsetting.
Yep.
So that was awesome.
Check out their music. You can get upsetting.bandcamp.com. You can hit them up on the Instagrams. The We Are Upsetting.
That's right.
Is their Insta. What's your Dead Vinyl? Is it just Dead Vinyl TX? Yeah.
Everywhere. Dead Vinyl TX. Good buds of ours. Well, we also want to thank Aaron Delvani and All Hallows Productions for helping us put together all those comedy skits for you. We had a lot of fun doing that and trying to make things out of our ideas. And we were had a lot of fun making all that stuff.
Yep.
And shout out to Stone Cult Apparel and Productions for helping us with some other graphics and some bumpers and stuff like that.
Yep.
We basically put a bunch of feelers out for people to help us make this happen and put this together, and so many friends and gracious people answered that call to arms.
Came together super fantastically, way beyond our expectations for sure. It was awesome.
Do we have any last thoughts? Any last words?
Just share this video if you can. Make sure you check out our YouTube. You can watch that extended video with Upsetting. You can watch
the stream we did with Ricky, the second stream, and the first stream we did with Dead Vinyl on their YouTubes.
That's right.
But it should all be linked. We're all gonna, get all of our bags in a basket and figure all that stuff out.
But yeah, help us out. Subscribe. Follow us where you can. Every little bit helps. We're at BG Comic Books on Instagram and Facebook. Follow our YouTube channel, BG Comics and Animation, and help us get all of our socials on the level so that we can take our
Keep
ideas
going.
to the people.
Yes, we did it.
We did it, yeah. From anywhere, from BG Comics, from Green Audio. I'm Ben Napier. That's Taylor King.
I'm Taylor King, and that's Ben Napier.
Get a copy of Gl'urk and Bo, bgcomics.com.
That's all, folks.
Yep.
Thank you so much for watching, guys.
Well, there's a donut shop on Mars. Well, they sell donuts made with stars. And when I'm bored, I take a trip. Roller coaster, baby, rocket ship. This little devil told me so. Told me many of the things I know. And when I'm all alone, I'm just a dog without a bone. Nobody.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. Do it live. I can go.